Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, girl. Hey.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Knights of the Pageless Library. I am Bo Knight, and with me, as always, is Ryan Knight. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Not so bad.
Well, that's good to hear. So today we are looking at the Audible original "Climbing with Mollie," and I'll let you take it from there, Ryan.
Okay. So we're just gonna put our plugs in here real quick. So if somebody would like to contact us, which we're still waiting,
Yeah, where's my
um,
hate mail, guys?
you guys can email us at kotpl.pod@gmail.com. You can get at us on Twitter at Pageless Library, YouTube Knights of the Pageless Library, Facebook Knights of the Pageless Library, and at Reddit r/kotpl. We're still waiting on some of those contacts. So I had a couple YouTube comments, so that's
Oh,
exciting.
really? What did they say?
Oh, you didn't see him in the email? Yeah, some guy.
No.
He emailed me on the Shining that we did the comparison one.
Did he say we were dumb?
No, actually, thought we did a really good job. So
Ooh, shit, that made me feel good.
yeah, he thought we did a good job. So
Oh,
yeah,
so hang on, I'll talk about this. So yeah, obviously this came from Audible. It's the Audible original. I don't think you can get it anywhere else. I don't, maybe you can if you're like some sort of master pirate. But spoiler alert, don't waste your time.
yeah. Well, and we like both said, we listen to this on Audible. That's where we usually get most of our content. If we get it somewhere else, we will let you guys know. But so the one we're doing is narrated and written by William Finnegan. So if you choose to pirate it somewhere else or whatever, your mileage may vary compared to what we are actually reviewing. So
and
just
and you were saving yourself $8. So
oh my gosh, $8. I didn't even realize it cost $8.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
So you could get this book for free if you sign up for your 30-day trial with Audible, but again, spoiler alert, don't do that. There's plenty of other books you could go for. This book is really pretty short. It's only 2 hours and 16 minutes. So
Thank
the
God.
$8 price tag is really high. I mean, I
Yeah,
know a lot of
it's super high.
I mean, I know a lot of work and dedication and stuff goes into writing a book, but ugh, ouch. I don't know. That's too high.
I'll get into it a little
Um,
more later when I think about that.
yeah. So yeah, the author of this, as I said, is William Finnegan, and I
He
guess
has quite the pedigree, dude.
yeah, I had never even heard of him until this, but he wrote this book called Barbarian Days, a surfing life, and apparently that it's a Pulitzer Prize winning book.
Yeah.
So that's like apparently an amazing book. Um, you can also get that on Audible for $30.
Does he read that as well? Do you know?
Yes, he does.
Interesting.
And that one's 18 hours long though. So at
Okay.
least you get a little more content there.
And so this book like literally just came out as far as I'm aware, right? Like it just came out like this month, 2019,
Yeah, I
November.
think yeah, it came out in November 2019. Like I think with this Audible original release was its debut.
So the narrator, let's talk about. I don't think he adds or subtracts from it at all.
No, it's pretty much just like listening to a guy have a conversation with himself. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a lot of
But not in
like
a cool way.
yeah, no. It's a lot of like it's kind of like listening to somebody prepare for a speech in a mirror.
Yeah,
Like
dude, that is exactly what it is.
yeah, like he's not like putting like a ton of, effort into it. He's just kind of talking. He's just reading it, which like you said, that's fine. He doesn't add nor subtract from it.
So I don't even know what you would classify this as. Like I'm thinking like genre. It's like
Audible classifies it as bios and memoirs
okay,
and personal memoirs.
I can see that. So it's like a first person documentary.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Is he's just kind of talking about his experiences with something.
Never mind. Sorry.
So, um, let's see. So this one is it's not hard to follow.
Oh, dude, you could take a nap and wake up, and you didn't miss anything.
You didn't miss a beat. Which I'm not gonna lie. Well, we'll get into it a little bit after spoilers, but it kind of surprised me.
What? Never
Well,
mind.
I'll get into it after the
Okay.
spoilers. I'll tell you
Sorry.
exactly what I mean. As far as if it's easy to listen to, like you said, it is easy to listen to, and the narrator's voice, it's not like William Finnegan. He does fine. His voice is not grating. It's not bad by any means. He actually does a fine job. I mean, there's no characters to inflect because it's just him talking about him. So there's no need for ups and downs or anything like that. So he does fine.
And it's super short. I don't know if we mentioned this yet. It's only 2 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, it's only 2 hours. I did mention it because I said it's not worth the price for that.
Right. Yeah, you did.
So
yeah.
if it wasn't apparent, let's give our recommendations here. I mean, since we got this one for free, sure, but
Dude, even then, it was a waste of an Audible original choice.
yeah, which we picked these ones at random. I'll just throw this out
I'm
there
such
too.
a moron.
What?
It was me, because it was me who did it.
Well, no, that's no. I just wanted to say we picked these ones at random because we would like people to have input on these. We're trying to, let you guys know which ones are free at the beginning of each month. They're free on the first Friday, I think it is, of each month. They'll come out with.
It might be easier if we went a month ahead of time. Now that I think about it.
Well, you can't though. I don't know what's coming up.
No, so we would do next month. Would be this is when we would be reviewing this one, and the next
doing. Well, okay, that's fine, but we have to make sure people vote on them in the month they are.
Yeah,
for free,
exactly.
So
That's
we
what I
can
mean.
get a hold of them. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. We could try to do that. Yeah, because we end up kind of rushed and scrambled at the end of the month trying to get these.
Well, because
done.
sometimes some of these usually they're short, but sometimes it's 8 hours. Sometimes that's hard in a week for me. Sometimes to just
Right.
power through 8 hours.
Yeah, see, and I just had a freaking 12-hour car ride, so it was easy for me to listen to both of these at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah, I
in
know
one
you already
car
listened to the other one. I was like, oh my god, I barely finished this one.
ride. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree though. It was kind of a waste of an Audible original. I mean, I'm not even trying to offend this guy, to be honest.
No,
but
and I could see the audience, I guess, if you like climbing, woo. But literally, other than that, I don't understand
exactly
why you would want to
So-
listen to this.
And that's a good point, and that's one I wanted to bring up too. Is I'm sure if you like climbing, you would enjoy this book because you're gonna understand all of the lingo without him having to try and explain all the lingo in 2 hours.
Yeah, the lingo is 40% of the book.
Right, and it's basically him trying to, beat these phrases into your head, quickly, which is not something. That's not how lingo is supposed to work. You're supposed to
No.
pick up the lingo because it fits what you do.
Yeah.
That's where the lingo kind of comes from. So
Can
he
we just
does-
go past spoilers? Obviously, we both don't recommend it. Don't listen to it. Don't waste your time.
let's pass the spoiler wall here.
So, like you were saying, he's basically, so the whole story is basically his daughter Mollie's a good climber, so I follow her around while she climbs.
Bingo.
And he
This-
kind of climbs too and relates it back to surfing, but those parts to me feel really weird and
really
do
forced.
not connect.
You know why it feels forced now too? Now I kind of make the connection because he's known so well for writing a surfing book.
Is
So,
that why? But
It's gotta be.
Dude, he would make these analogies to climbing and surfing, and they made no sense. It was like he was taking a brick and trying to put it in the triangle-shaped hole, and he was just
Yeah.
smashing it in there until it went in.
Right.
Because a lot of this, he's like, it's like waiting for a good wave. It's just like climbing a rock wall, because you have to think about what you're doing. It's like, well, yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, exactly. That's right before we started this podcast. Same
Yeah.
analogy. It's
It's so
right before
dumb.
you start. It's like right before you hit the record button.
And the whole book to me felt like let's say in this situation I'm the author and I wanted to write a book about you, but it was only about you playing high school football. That was it. This is what it
Yeah.
feels like. It's just like the parent being like, look at how cool my kid is. She's so awesome. That's what the whole book felt like.
No, and I completely agree with that. And maybe she is. That's great. You know what? Maybe she is. Do I think that you should charge people $8 to read about it? No. I don't.
There isn't even a semblance of like a storyline.
Not really. I mean, it kind of. I thought. Okay, so I thought it was going in chronological order from like when she was growing up, which maybe it was. But then, however, I was like, when does this girl go to school? You guys
I
are
know.
going to like you're going to like Mexico, and then you're going to the West Coast, and then you're going to the East Coast. I was like, when? I thought she was in school. Like that made no sense to me.
And I thought the interview at the end was like cringeworthy. Like, why would you even include this?
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think it needed. I didn't think it was necessary. If you're gonna do that, it would have been better to just make that the book. Like,
yeah, I agree. Like for him talking back and forth to his daughter the whole time.
yeah, that would have been actually probably more interesting to me. Is just hearing her side of it from her, not hearing her side of it in his voice through his words. Like, this is the part of it that surprised me. I thought something bad was going to happen to her.
Me too.
Because I thought there had to be a point to this. I thought she was going to die or something climbing.
Well,
I really did.
they even make a point about like her being super safe, and like that one guy, like when they're laying down, like kicks rocks at her and it's like
Right.
unsafe. And they like make all these points about like safety and like if you don't tie your knot right, you're gonna die, like all this stuff, and it doesn't matter. It's just like normal stuff.
Right. Well, and even at that part, I think it was when he's talking, or when she is talking about that guy kicking rocks down on her or whatever. I swear he says something about, you know, it worked for him this time or something like that.
Right, he does.
I thought the dude was gonna like he was hinting at something, and then I was like, okay, but so nothing happens. Like the guy didn't fall. Like that's what he made it sound like they were gonna see some atrocity.
Well, and like the whole Mollie thing like ends in the middle of like it's like, and she said, "Watch me." It's like, okay. He like paused, and I was like, "Excuse me, that's the end of that."
There you go.
You serious?
I thought she was gonna fall. I thought it was gonna be like, next thing I know, there's sirens blaring in my ears. I was like,
especially
and then it was
because
over.
He, like makes a point of like every time she says "watch me" is when she thinks she's gonna fall.
Yeah.
And who cares? You're just telling me a story about your kid that's 2 hours long.
Am I the only one here too who finds it kind of weird that she was 13 at the time and he was 62 at the time?
Pretty old.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. I mean, I probably am the only one. I just think that's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
But I don't know. I just thought there was going to be a point to it, but like you said, there's really no point to it.
No, not really. I just don't. I don't know. Like I was listening. I would like had a whole text written out to you today. I was like, why is this even a thing?
Apparently, we are against the grain.
I know. That's what I was like. I was looking at the reviews and I was like, did we listen to the same thing?
It has a lot of really good reviews.
I don't know. Maybe we're just picky and want an actual like point or storyline. Because it is not even like Mollie grew up to be this famous climber. She's just some girl.
Yeah, I agree. Dude, even I'm sorry, this comment, it says, she doesn't die.
Seriously? That's what somebody wrote?
Yeah.
Is it 1 star?
2 stars overall, 4 stars performance, 1 star story. But it says, the way this is written, it seems like the whole story is leading up to a serious injury or death.
Yeah.
I almost turned it off a few times, but ended up sticking it out until the end. I can't say I recommend listening to this book. But that is how I felt the whole time.
Somebody put, it's literally like 3 sentences. It's like, why is this a book? Spoiler alert. He wanted his daughter to be in a sport, and she hated everything, but everything he put her in. So she learned to climb in summer camp, and he got good too. And he's just darn proud of her. The end. That's the whole book.
And that is it. We just told you guys, we saved you guys $8 and 2 hours and 2 hours and 15 minutes. Because that is it. That's all it's about. Is this guy climbing with his daughter?
Yeah.
I thought for sure.
Why was he throwing in surfer lingo all the time? Like, what the fuck? Nobody cares.
That's why, though, man. Is because he's like apparently he's Pulitzer Prize winner for a surfing book, so he's got to include it. That's like must be his bread and butter.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we've beaten this dead serping horse enough.
Yeah. It ain't gonna. Yeah. Yeah. We can't really not recommend it much more. So.
So yeah.
What
Oh,
are we
I
doing?
want to. Oh yeah, I want to say thank you first because like our last episode like had a huge viewing, which was crazy to me.
Yeah, it really did.
Like I don't know, there was a lot of people in the United Kingdom checking it out, which that's really cool to me. I don't know how you guys found this, but thank you. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Are those the maybe they're the same people who listen to what was that other one we did? It's the UK one. Body of Proof.
Body of Proof.
Yeah. Either way though, because that one had a pretty big listening too, and that's
Yeah, it did.
awesome. It's really awesome, and we really do appreciate
What do we do next
that.
time? Hold up. I think we're doing
To Kill a
Mockingbird.
Mockingbird?
Yep.
Okay. Or are we doing the other Audible original?
No, we're
first?
doing To Kill a Mockingbird next.
Okay. That sounds good to me because I can start listening to that. I finished the other Audible original, so.
I know you did, but I can't do that to myself again.
Well, I'll throw it out there since it's not quite the end of the month. So if somebody wanted to get it now, it's Viva Durant. So
Is it good? No, don't tell me.
I'm not gonna tell you. We're gonna talk about it after you listen to it. So
I feel like the Audible originals are like a 50-50. Either you shoot yourself in the ear or it's okay.
yeah. This falls under one of those two categories. I can tell you that.
Great. I feel like I already know
So-
just by the way you said it. All right, yeah, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah. So if anybody again, if anybody
shit,
wants to
right.
get at us, just you guys could shoot us an email. That's the easiest way to get hold of us. kotpl.pod@gmail.com. Twitter @Pageless Library. YouTube Knights of the Pageless Library. Go over there, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Facebook Knights of the Pageless Library, and on Reddit r/KOTPL.
Yep. I think
Wait. Just so we're clear, I'll do this phonetically so everybody knows what I'm saying. So it's K, Kilo, O, Oscar, T. Oh gosh, why am I forgetting my T?
oh my god, military man over here.
I know. How am I forgetting that?
I don't know.
Wow. Never mind.
Tango?
Now I'm embarrassing. Yes. Wow. I'm embarrassing myself.
Yeah, you
Tango,
fucking are.
P, Papa, and L, Lima. Tango. Good call on that one. Tango. I don't know how I forgot that.
You're welcome. It's the Dota in me.
Nice.
All
So,
right,
yeah.
So
Thanks everybody for listening, and we will hope to
we'll
catch you guys
catch you
in
next
the next
time.
one.
Bye.